This is the Owyhee Canyonland right here. Hi, I'm Will, and welcome to the channel Venture to Roam. We've got a problem. It's Friday afternoon, Kate and I just got off work, and we're going to this place called the Owyhee Canyonlands, which is 100 miles on pavement and another 40 miles on dirt tonight. We gotta get in this Jeep and get out there so we can set up camp before night falls. So we gotta go. Glad you're coming with us. So we are aired down. We're about to hit the Upland Byway, which is a 100-mile stretch that runs between Jordan Valley, Oregon and Grandview, Idaho. If you can see the sign behind me, it gives you plenty of warning that you're about to hit some rough, unmaintained road. But we've been on this a few times before, and we know it's pretty flat and straight, so we're just gonna try to beeline it down to Three Forks, find a cool camp spot on the beach, and see what we find. So here we are in beautiful Three Forks, Oregon. We're weekend overlanders mostly, so we're leaving after work on Friday, and we hit the dirt. We got about 40 miles into this vast wilderness that is the Owyhee Canyonlands, and we found a camp spot that is right on the river. When I say on the river, I mean we are on the River Rock, and probably in the spring, this is not a campsite. It is covered in water. In fact, if you look on Google Earth, where we are right now is underwater. We're just gonna settle in for tonight and have a great time hanging around the fire, having some good food, and hanging out with friends.
Wow, my first impression of Three Forks is that we are out in the middle of nowhere, but still there were people here. We've got an amazing campsite. We're basically on this rocky bar, that's what we call it. We're on a rocky bar in the middle of the river, and yet we're deep in this canyon with these beautiful vistas. The sun's set pretty early because it's late in the fall. We're seeing some stars come out, and it's gonna be amazing.
So tonight we are going to be having Chris's famous chicken curry. It's something that he makes frequently at home, and it has now become a staple of all of our camping trips. And he makes a raita that goes along with it, like delicious Indian camping food.
After nomming out on the chicken curry and naan, we put the kids to bed and had a great time around the campfire. But we're not going to show you that, because what happens around the campfire stays around the campfire. It's hard to describe the incredible beauty of the Three Forks area, so instead of describing it, let's just see it. So today we are thinking that we might go find these amazing hot springs. We're really loath to give up our camp spot because it is a world-class spot right here on the water, and we love it. So we may not give it up, but we're gonna go search for this hot spring, which is like maybe 5 miles away or something, so it's pretty close. So we're gonna get into Chris's Jeep and we're gonna go look for this hot springs and see if we can find any good camp spots along the way. And if we can find it, if we can find a good camp spot, then maybe we'll move, but we'll just go see what we see and see what happens. After having a lot of fun hunting for the hot springs, including crossing the Owyhee River, we discovered that it would be impossible to get the families here, so we decided to stop and go back. Plan B. We came back to camp and decided to climb up on the rocks for a better vantage point. And Chris and I, of course, spent time looking at an old military road, wondering what did the military use that road for? We couldn't figure it out. We even sent the drone up to look for it. And while we never figured it out, we did get some incredible views of the river canyon before we climbed back down to camp and had one of the best days of the entire year hanging out. Well, we are about to head back home. It's Sunday morning and we're just packing up camp. So we're gonna take a road back and follow the canyon and see what we can see it. Maybe stop for lunch at an overlook. And so come along with us. We'll see if we can see more of this beautiful canyonland. Is the Owyhee Canyonland right here. At the bottom of this canyon is the Owyhee River, and it's, I don't know, it's super far down there. It's enough to make you get vertigo just looking down there. This just continues on for miles and miles and miles. And so on our way back home today, we wanted to stop and just take a look to see this incredible river valley and just remember how grateful we are for being able to access things like this so easily from our home and with our family. Uno, dos, tres. Thank you for joining us on this adventure. Until the next one, we'll see you out there on the trail.